Hey, do you want to go to track day next week?
I'd love to, sounds like fun.
I'll meet you over there. I have to go pick up my bike at the shop on the way to the track.
What are they doing to your bike?
I'm getting fresh tires, new piston rings, and chain lube.
I thought you got new tires for the last track day? And you only rode 5 minutes each time you went out.
I was pushing so hard that my tires were starting to delaminate, and I had to come in and let them cool down.
But I lapped you 3 times in the third session. It looked like you were trying to scrape your elbow so hard that you almost fell over in every turn. And then you forgot to upshift on the straights.
That couldn't have been me. There are several guys who have copied the look of my bike. It must have been one of them. I had a great rhythm going. I was pushing so hard that my lap timer quit working.
I thought you were supposed to follow me at the last track day, so I could show you some new lines.
I was going to, but you went and took off and left me. That wasn't right. By the time I got my tires up to proper temp and started pushing hard, I didn't see you anymore. You must have gone back to the pits. I was doing you a favor so you could feel what it is like to have someone pushing really hard behind you.
I never went back to the pits. I kept looking for you on the track the whole session. I thought I saw you in the hot pit laying for several laps with your head on your tank, pounding your fist against the handlebars.
Yes, I came in after many laps of pushing hard to check my fuel supply. I just installed my GP replica tank, and it holds less fuel than I'm used to, and I was afraid I would run out of fuel while I was pushing so hard.
I am sorry, it just looked like you were throwing a temper tantrum.
No, I was not throwing a tantrum, but this is the second time this has happened, where you will not ride with me. Do you remember the time you lost your counter shaft sprocket nut, and you couldn't ride anymore that day? I was really pushing hard that day and turning super low lap times.
I am sorry you feel that way, but you should come out to more track days or even come out and race sometime.
I am already the Western States Track Day champion and hold many track records. I have received the coveted black flag at every track day I have attended. This flag is only given out to the riders that are pushing the hardest.
I thought the last time they gave you the black flag you were weaving down the front straight.
I was weaving to break the draft of anyone trying to follow me. They gave me the black flag and came to talk to me about my line select, and they had never seen anyone take lines like I was. It was quite an honor to have all the track personnel come and talk to me. They knew I was pushing hard.
Was that you I saw wheeling down Clovis Avenue last week?
Yes, that was me. I often ride on the street to try different setups on my bike and to show people what it is like to push really hard.
I saw you trying to wheelie. It looked like it was your first time. You'd grab a handful of throttle and your front wheel would go straight up in the air. Then it looked like you got scared and chopped the throttle and hit the rear brake. You did this several times. I thought you were going to crash every time.
Yes, I remember that day. I had just put nitrogen in my tires and put on fresh chain lube. This had changed the balance of my bike. I was pushing hard at the maximum.
I just think it's crazy to ride on the street like that, and you were wearing shorts, tiny European socks, and a t-shirt.
My race suit was at Alpine Stars getting a new low-friction coating put on it.
I am not saying you need to wear a full race suit, but you need to wear more than shorts and t-shirt. Especially if you are going to jump railroad track crossings. I saw both wheels come off the ground when you went over it.
Those railroad tracks were new. I was looking down to the next corner and taking the same lines I always do. I had many people honking, yelling, and throwing their fists in the air at me. They knew I was pushing hard.
Maybe you should take that kind of riding to the mountains and go dual sport riding.
I've ridden the mountains several times with you, if you remember, but you never want to ride the same areas as me, or push hard like I do.
I remember the last time we were up there that you were out of control, and I just wanted to have fun and trail ride.
The last time we went, I had just installed new grips and chain lube. I had to test them to make sure I could push hard.
You're lucky you didn't get hurt. Anyway, I've got to go back to work. I'll see you at track day next week.
I don't know if I'm going to go anymore. They quit selling the race tires I really like, and the last pair I got from CWS didn't work, and they made me crash. After they threw the checkered flag, they could not stay up to proper temperature.
I saw that crash and it was clearly your fault. You chopped the throttle, hit your front brake, and cut to the inside of the corner at the last second, then lost the front end. So I don't think it is fair to blame CWS. Matt has the best motorcycle shop in the valley. Nobody does it better than Matt.
I had the tire tech look at my tires afterward, and he said it was clearly an input issue. That means it's what they put into the tire that caused a crash. Besides, I had just passed 3 people at that point going into the turn. I was pushing hard.
If you change your mind, let me know. I think I can get you a good deal on your next track day. Expedia is now selling track day passes.
Thanks, I'll let you know.